In this video, we honor the legendary wrestlers who have, celebrating their lasting impact on the world of wrestling. We also share heartfelt updates about Rusev, whose recent news has deeply touched fans across the globe. Join us as we remember their incredible legacies and the inspiration they continue to provide. Don't forget to subscribe and help keep their stories alive for generations to come. Tracy Smothers was a beloved American professional wrestler born on September 2, 1962, in Springfield, Tennessee. Launching his career in the mid-1980s, Smothers quickly made a name for himself through his impressive athleticism, engaging charisma, and remarkable versatility inside the ring. Over the years, he became a familiar and respected figure in several major wrestling promotions, including World Championship Wrestling, WCW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. Smothers was known for his dynamic in-ring style, which skillfully combined technical wrestling with a flair for humor and entertainment. This blend made him a fan favorite and a standout performer. His career highlights include holding multiple championships, both in singles competition and as part of successful tag teams. One of his most notable partnerships was with Steve Armstrong, and later with Chris Candido, where the team's chemistry and exciting matches helped elevate their status in the wrestling world. Beyond his in-ring accomplishments, Tracy Smothers was also highly respected as a trainer and mentor. He generously shared his wrestling knowledge and experience with younger wrestlers, helping shape the careers of many rising stars. His dedication to teaching the craft was a testament to his passion for wrestling and his desire to give back to the industry that had given him so much. Tragically, Smothers, after a courageous battle with cancer. Despite his passing, his legacy lives on through the countless wrestlers he influenced and the fans who admired his unique combination of skill, humor, and heart. Tracy Smothers remains a memorable figure in professional wrestling, celebrated not just for his championship wins, but for his infectious personality and enduring contributions to the sport. Big John Studd, born Charles W. Lawson on February 19, 1948, was a towering figure in professional wrestling and a memorable presence in entertainment. Standing an impressive 6 feet 10 inches tall and weighing over 400 pounds at his peak, Studd was an intimidating force in the ring whose size and strength made him a standout competitor. His wrestling career began in the late 1960s, and he quickly carved out a reputation as a villainous character known for his brash attitude and fearless challenges. Studd became a key player during the golden era of wrestling in the 1980s, particularly in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. His rivalries with some of wrestling's biggest icons, like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, are still talked about today. One of the defining moments of his career was his match against Hulk Hogan at the very first WrestleMania in 1985, a pivotal event that helped launch WrestleMania as a cultural phenomenon and elevated Studd's status in the wrestling world. Outside the ring, Big John Studd's charisma extended to television and film, where he made various appearances that showcased his larger-than-life persona. Though he officially retired from active wrestling in the early 1990s, he remained involved in the wrestling scene with occasional returns to the ring and media spots. Studd's legacy endures as one of professional wrestling's most recognizable giants. His combination of physical dominance and captivating character left a lasting impact on the sport. Even decades after his peak, Big John Studd continues to inspire new generations of wrestlers and entertain fans worldwide, securing his place in wrestling history as a true legend. Miss Elizabeth, born Elizabeth Ann Hewlett on November 19, 1960 in Frankfort, Kentucky, remains one of professional wrestling's most beloved and iconic figures. Rising to fame in the 1980s as the elegant and poised valet for Macho Man Randy Savage in the WWF, now WWE, Elizabeth quickly became a fan favorite. Her grace, beauty, and charisma helped her stand out in a male-dominated industry where women often had limited roles. She was among the first women in wrestling to gain significant mainstream attention, paving the way for future female talent. Elizabeth's most memorable moments came through her on-screen relationship with Savage. Their storyline, filled with drama and emotion, culminated in a televised wedding at SummerSlam 1991, one of wrestling's most famous events. Her presence added depth and heart to wrestling storylines during the late 1980s and early 1990s, making her an integral part of the golden era of sports entertainment. However, behind the scenes, Elizabeth faced serious personal challenges. She endured an abusive relationship with Randy Savage, which eventually led to their divorce in 1992. Following their separation, Elizabeth's life was marked by struggles with substance abuse that affected her health and personal well-being. Tragically, due to an accidental overdose of prescription medications, she was found unresponsive at the home of her boyfriend, fellow wrestler Lex Luger. Her shocked and saddened the wrestling community and fans worldwide. Despite her untimely passing, Miss Elizabeth's legacy endures. She is remembered not only as a trailblazer who helped elevate women's roles in professional wrestling, but also as a beloved figure whose influence continues to inspire the industry's ongoing evolution in representing women with respect and prominence. Robert Butch Miller, better known as Bushwhacker Butch, was born on October 21, 1944, in Wellington, New Zealand. He became a wrestling icon as one half of the legendary tag team, the Bushwhackers, alongside Luke Williams. Their journey began in the 1960s wrestling circuits of New Zealand and Australia, where Butch and Luke initially competed as the Sheepherders. Known for their hardcore, no-holds-barred style, the duo built a fearsome reputation with brutal, violent matches across various territories worldwide, including the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA. Their aggressive, savage persona made them one of the most feared and respected teams in wrestling. However, their careers took a surprising turn in the late 1980s when they joined the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Rebranded as the Bushwhackers, Butch and Luke adopted a playful, comedic gimmick that quickly won over fans of all ages. With their signature entrance, marching to the ring, swinging their arms and licking the heads of fans and opponents, and their quirky attire of camouflage gear and bush hats, they became beloved fan favorites. Their entertaining antics and approachable style helped them stand out during an era dominated by larger-than-life characters. Although the Bushwhackers never captured the WWF Tag Team Championship, they remained fixtures in major storylines and matches throughout their WWF run, earning lasting popularity. After leaving the WWF in the mid-1990s, Butch occasionally returned to the ring for special appearances alongside Luke and stayed active in the wrestling community through fan events and conventions. In 2015, the Bushwhackers were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, honoring their unique contributions to wrestling. Bushwhacker Butch leaving behind a legacy defined by his infectious energy, memorable character, and decades of joy brought to wrestling fans worldwide. Sean O'Haire, born on February 25, 1971, was a talented American professional wrestler and television personality, best remembered for his work in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE. Known for his striking charisma and athletic ability, O'Haire quickly captured the attention of wrestling fans during his career. Starting his journey in the late 1990s, O'Haire trained at the renowned WCW Power Plant, where he honed his skills before debuting in WCW in 2000. There, he became widely recognized as one half of the tag team, the Natural Born Thrillers, alongside Chuck Palumbo. Together, they achieved notable success, capturing the WCW World Tag Team Championship and impressing audiences with their chemistry and in-ring prowess. When WWE acquired WCW, Sean O'Haire transitioned smoothly to the new environment, continuing to showcase his unique persona. His memorable catchphrase, "You're either with me or against me," reflected his intense and confident character, which helped him stand out in various WWE storylines. He competed both as a singles wrestler and in tag teams, demonstrating versatility and determination throughout his WWE tenure. Beyond wrestling, O'Haire explored opportunities in acting, appearing in television shows and films, which allowed him to expand his presence in the entertainment world. Despite these professional successes, he struggled with personal challenges that sadly impacted his life off-screen. Sean O'Haire, but his legacy lives on. Fans and peers remember him for his dynamic performances, undeniable talent, and the energy he brought to the ring. His contribution to wrestling continues to be celebrated by those who admired his passion and dedication to the sport. Dick Murdoch was a celebrated American professional wrestler known for his tough, hard-hitting style and magnetic personality. Born on August 16, 1946 in Waxahachie, Texas, Murdoch launched his wrestling career in the mid-60s, quickly standing out with his unique blend of brawling and technical skill. His natural charisma and fierce in-ring presence earned him a loyal following that grew throughout his career. Murdoch gained widespread recognition wrestling in major promotions like the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. One of his most memorable accomplishments was forming the tag team known as the Texas Outlaws with Dusty Rhodes. The pair's chemistry and storytelling ability made them a fan favorite, leading to multiple tag team championships. Their matches were marked by intense rivalry and exciting narratives that captivated audiences. Throughout his career, Murdoch won numerous titles, including the prestigious NWA World Tag Team Championship, as well as various regional belts. Known for his brawling toughness, he was a feared competitor who took part in some of the most notable feuds of his era. His reputation as a no-nonsense, hard-hitting wrestler helped cement his legacy in the sport. Beyond his success in the United States, Murdoch also enjoyed a significant run in Japan with All Japan Pro Wrestling. There, his skill and charisma helped him connect with international fans, adding to his global appeal. Tragically, Dick Murdoch. Despite his untimely, his impact on professional wrestling remains strong. Fans and fellow wrestlers continue to remember Murdoch for his fierce competitive spirit, his memorable tag team partnerships, and his lasting contributions to the wrestling world. Rusev Miroslav Petrov Barnyashev, better known to wrestling fans worldwide simply as Miro, is a figure whose career has been marked by dramatic reinvention, fierce resilience, and moments of controversy that have only served to deepen his mystique. From his birth in Bulgaria to becoming a global wrestling star, Miro's journey is a compelling saga of ambition, talent, and the often harsh realities of professional wrestling. Early life and athletic roots. Born on December 25, 1985 in Plovdiv, Bulgaria, Miroslav was a child with dreams larger than his surroundings. Standing at an imposing 1.83 meters, 6 feet, and weighing around 138 kilograms, 304 pounds, his physicality was unmistakable. Yet beneath the size and strength was a man determined to prove himself on the world stage. Miro's early athletic pursuits were grounded in powerlifting and bodybuilding, sports where his natural strength could flourish. But it was professional wrestling that truly captured his imagination, a blend of sport and theatricality that spoke to his competitive nature and charisma. This passion eventually led him to the United States, where he sought to turn his wrestling dreams into reality. Training and WWE development. In the late 2000s, Miroslav arrived in America to train under established wrestling veterans, notably Gangrel and Rikishi. Their mentorship honed his raw power into a more refined wrestling skill set, emphasizing both technical ability and in-ring psychology. By 2010, Miroslav was signed by WWE and began working in their developmental system, Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW. This period was crucial for his growth, giving him experience and exposure while adapting to the WWE style, a fast-paced, character-driven form of entertainment. The rise of Rusev, WWE's Bulgarian Brute. In 2014, WWE officially debuted Miroslav under the ring name Rusev. Almost immediately, he was cast as a dominant powerhouse, a force of nature who bulldozed opponents with a mix of strength, speed, and technical prowess. The character of Rusev was deliberately crafted as a villain, an anti-American heel who carried a Russian flag and cut fiery promos railing against the United States, a classic wrestling trope designed to generate heat from the crowd. What made Rusev stand out, though, was the authenticity he brought to the role. Accompanied by his real-life wife, CJ Perry, known to fans as Lana, Rusev's entrance was unforgettable, a blend of intensity and national pride that connected with audiences worldwide, especially in Europe and Eastern Europe, where wrestling fans embraced his character with fervor. In 2015, Rusev reached a career milestone by winning the WWE United States Championship, defeating Sheamus. This was a major push by WWE, putting the Bulgarian star into the spotlight as a credible champion. His title reign included high-profile feuds, most notably against WWE icon John Cena. Their WrestleMania 31 clash remains a memorable moment, showcasing Rusev's ability to hang with the company's biggest names. However, despite the momentum, WWE's creative team soon lost focus on Rusev's potential. After the initial push, he found himself shuffled around storylines that lacked consistency or depth. This was especially frustrating given the organic popularity he had developed through the viral Rusev Day movement, a fan-driven phenomenon where chants of Rusev Day became a staple at live events, even when he wasn't involved in the main storylines. The Rusev Day phenomenon and fan adoration Rusev Day was arguably the high point of his WWE tenure. The chant started spontaneously among fans and became a viral sensation, celebrated across social media and wrestling circles. Rusev, along with tag partner Aiden English, capitalized on the craze, delivering energetic promos and matches that highlighted his athleticism and character work. Despite the fan support, WWE's creative team never fully committed to making Rusev Day a major storyline. Instead, the character was often relegated to mid-card status or sidelined in favor of other talent, a frustrating reality for both the wrestler and his fans. Backstage turmoil and controversial storylines. Behind the scenes, tensions began to rise. By late 2019, rumors surfaced about Rusev's increasing dissatisfaction with how WWE was handling his character and career. He reportedly voiced concerns about inconsistent booking and the quality of storylines assigned to him. The situation came to a head during a highly criticized storyline in 2019 to 2020, where Rusev was portrayed as being cuckolded by Bobby Lashley, who was romantically linked to Lana on screen. The angle was widely panned by fans and critics alike for being distasteful and damaging to Rusev's in-ring credibility. Sources indicated that Miroslav was vocal in meetings, requesting more serious and respectful treatment of his character, a stance that may have strained his relationship with WWE management. Negotiations over his contract also reportedly became tense, as Rusev sought better financial terms and creative assurances that WWE was unwilling or unable to provide. Release from WWE. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The arrival of the COVID-19 pandemic in early 2020 forced WWE to make drastic budget cuts, resulting in several surprising talent releases. Rusev was among those let go in April 2020, despite his undeniable popularity and proven in-ring talent. The wrestling community was stunned. Many saw his release as emblematic of WWE's mismanagement of some of its best talent. The release sparked outrage among fans who felt Rusev had been unfairly discarded after years of loyalty and consistent performances. Reinvention in All Elite Wrestling, from the best man to God's favorite champion. After several months of speculation, Miro made his All Elite Wrestling (AEW) debut in September 2020. Initially, he was introduced in an unusual role as the best man for Kip Sabian's wedding storyline, a comedic and somewhat underwhelming start for a man of his size and stature. However, Miro quickly pivoted away from comedy. He unveiled a dark, intense new persona known as the Redeemer, adopting a merciless and brutal wrestling style coupled with a menacing promo presence. This reinvention emphasized his strengths as a powerful, no-nonsense competitor. Miro's declaration that he was God's favorite champion added a new layer to his character, blending religious overtones with an aura of invincibility. This character transformation reignited his career as he captured the AEW TNT Championship by defeating Darby Allin in a hard-fought physical match that garnered praise from fans and critics alike. During his AEW run from 2020 to early 2025, Miro engaged in memorable feuds with some of AEW's biggest stars, including Eddie Kingston, Sammy Guevara, and Bryan Danielson. His matches were known for their intensity and storytelling, and he earned a reputation as one of AEW's most reliable main event performers. Discontent and departure from AEW. Despite his successes, whispers emerged toward the end of his AEW tenure, suggesting growing dissatisfaction. Reports indicated Miro was unhappy with inconsistent booking and the feeling that AEW had no long-term plans for him after he lost the TNT title. In early 2025, Miro allowed his AEW contract to expire, choosing not to renew. This decision immediately sparked rumors about a potential WWE return, or perhaps a move to other international wrestling promotions, such as New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW. A triumphant WWE return in 2025. On the Raw episode following WrestleMania 41, WWE shocked the wrestling world by announcing Miro's return. Gone was the comedic Rusev character that had sometimes undermined his earlier WWE run. Now stood a battle-hardened, ruthless competitor, a fusion of his WWE roots and AEW evolution. Miro's return match saw him quickly dispatch a top heel, making it clear WWE planned to give him a serious run. Importantly, WWE dropped the Rusev name, referring to him simply as Miro, a symbolic move signaling a fresh start and recognition of his growth outside WWE. Soon, Miro was involved in feuds with major WWE stars like Drew McIntyre and Gunther. Positioned in the main event scene, he competed for top championships and established himself as one of the company's most formidable forces. Current challenges and rumors, 2025. Yet, even in this second WWE stint, all has not been smooth sailing. Behind the scenes, Miro reportedly faces some of the same frustrations that plagued his earlier WWE career. Sources close to the situation claim that Miro has been vocal in demanding serious, credible booking and strongly opposes being dragged into comedic or low-card storylines. WWE creatives' attempt to pair him with a zany manager character was met with resistance, which led to tension backstage. Additionally, insiders reveal that plans for Miro to win a major WWE title in mid-2025 were abruptly scrapped in favor of pushing younger talent. This sudden change reportedly blindsided Miro and reignited concerns about his creative future. Contract negotiations are ongoing and reportedly fraught. Miro is said to be hesitant about signing a long-term deal without guarantees for a prominent, serious role. To complicate matters further, rumors swirl about interest from other promotions overseas, especially in Japan, where Miro's style and persona would fit well. Some also speculate about a potential AEW return, with Tony Khan reportedly open to discussions if WWE does not fully commit to Miro's vision. The fight for legacy. Miro's wrestling story is a testament to his resilience and passion. From a young Bulgarian athlete with dreams of glory, to WWE's powerful Bulgarian brute, then to AEW's fearsome redeemer, and now back in WWE as a warrior reborn, Miro has continuously fought not only opponents inside the ring, but also the backstage politics and creative hurdles that often stifle talent. His story is one of constant reinvention, never allowing setbacks to define him. Yet it is also a cautionary tale of how wrestling's business side can sometimes clash with a wrestler's ambitions and fan expectations. Will WWE finally allow Miro to fulfill the legacy many believe he deserves? Can he break free from the creative limbo and establish himself as a dominant, credible world champion? Or will history repeat itself, forcing Miro to once again seek new pastures to prove his worth? One thing remains certain: Miro refuses to be ignored. Whether called the Bulgarian Brute, the Redeemer, or simply Miro, he continues to fight not only for victory but for the recognition and legacy that his talent unquestionably merits.